Okay, so right now I'm driving to Josie's house. It's been like over a year since I bought this camera, and I don't think I've vlogged once with it. But recently in my life, no, honestly, for the past 2-3 years, I've felt like a slow decline of like what makes me me, and I don't want that to be the case at all, ever. I want to be more sure of who I am than anything in life, and I don't want anything to get in the way of that, because you know, something I find very like important to me is like being an individual and like having like being just individualistic and like being different than other people in, you know, your own way. Like it's just like there's something special about that, and I feel that I'm just like a normal person. I'm like growing up, getting married, I'm getting a house, I have a nice job, but like, and I'm really comfortable, but there's nothing that makes me like different than anyone else, and I hate the idea of that. In the past, filmmaking has been that for me. You know, having a camera, doing all that, blah blah blah, and there's always been like, you know, 1 or 2 things in the way of like me doing that, me like dedicating time towards that. I heavily dislike the fact that I've let those things get in the way of, you know, me being myself and, you know, being different than everybody else, like being an individual. I don't know, like my whole mindset about it. So that being said, I knew one of the things was just like I don't have some of the equipment that I've gotten comfortable with using just hasn't been the quality that I would have liked it to be. My SD card that I've used for like 5 years was broken, so it constantly corrupted the footage and gave me like a straight anxiety attack like a year ago doing senior photos, because it just corrupted like 300 photos that someone paid money for. So I didn't want to have that happen to something that I put creative time into. That being said, I have an audience on TikTok, I have an audience on YouTube somewhat. David Dobrik's literally commented on one of my videos. That's tight. And I just don't do anything with it. And I want today to be one of the last days where that's the case. I want to be able to pick up my camera today and pick up my camera at least like twice a week for the next year. I have so much important stuff going on in my life that I want documented, that I think that's super interesting for everyone else, but I also want to just do it for myself. That's the only reason I've ever made videos. I said, let me call you right back, I'm vlogging. Yeah, weird, right? That being said, I have a lot of crazy stuff going on in my life. I want to document for myself. I'm buying a house. I'm moving in like less than 2 months, like 55 days or something like that. You know, the whole process of making that house our house is gonna be insane. You know, I have friends and like family coming and helping us move in, and obviously something that's like even bigger is the fact that I'm literally getting married in like 202 days, September 25th. And no, David Dobrik's not my best man, neither is Bonnie, but I really want to make sure that I'm making an effort to make videos. So know that another project's coming. I don't know what it's going to be, but my last project was pretty freaking cool. You know, it resulted in like 15 million views, which like obviously that's a freak thing for somebody like me, but I want to be working on something. So that being said, I will upload on this channel in the next 6 months. You know, I don't really care if you stick around for it, but I'm going to